Hello. My name's Asia, and we're gonna do, Wattpad, I guess. I'm reading a story. We're gonna read a new story that I like, and it's kind of my favorite. I wasn't reading that story. It's basically a love story. We're gonna read this one. I like Butler because my favorite characters I like are CL and Sebastian, and sometimes Grow. Wait, I read this one. There's actually a story I want to try. Wait. It's called Devil. Wait. It's called Devil's Curse. I guess we're gonna read Checkered Royals. Third thing, I'm gonna put this in the library. My Wi-Fi is a little slow. It's gonna take a little. I don't need to read this. Wait. Just in case. I will confess, this is my first extra interested in shirt I've ever written, but I'm quite eager to try. I am a lover of Black Butler, and I love CL. So I like CL too, but so it seems we have our name's gonna be Lily. Probably. What about Lily? My last name's probably gonna be Jewel because I like jewels. My sister is gonna be probably Diamond. That's gonna be her name. I don't know about the father and mother. My hair color is gonna be pink. My eye color is gonna be pink. My hair's gonna be long. Because I like it. Chapter 1. A day like any other day. A day like any other. I saw CL's point of view. It means point of view of Pav. I sat in my bed. Sebastian pulled the curtains hanging from the window side, letting in rays of sunlight. Sebastian, what time is it? I asked. My voice was tingling monotone. I forget. I don't know how to say that. It is exactly 7:30 in the morning, master, Sebastian stated, moving across the room swiftly to my bedside, picking up a teapot cup from the trolley he had pushed in earlier, smirking. Care for some tea and scones. I silently took a cup of tea into my own hands and sipped on it. Earl Grey, just right. I then carefully grabbed the scone and taking a small bite out of it. Sebastian watched me do so as a hawk, like always. I continued to repeat the small process until both the tea and scone were finished, and swung my legs over, lifting my head slightly exposing the collar of my shirt clearly. Sebastian immediately tied the ribbon neatly around my collar and mumbled mockingly, my, silent yet so demanding. Shut up, I replied sharply. See how beast means sometimes. He smiled to himself, a smile full of satisfaction, and speedily dressed me in the rest of my normal attire. As he finished, he bowed and stated that he would oversee the others, Mayrin, Bard, and Finney, to make sure they were doing their jobs correctly, and left. Well, Finney is adorable because he's nice. Mayrin, in one of the scene I watched, Mayrin, she could be bad. She could be tough sometimes, but she's clumsy. I like her. She's one of my favorite characters too. I doubt that they ever will do, to be frank. I made my way towards my study, preparing myself for the papers and letters ahead, and so that was the beginning of a day, much like any other day. Ugh. Now it's Lily's pav, which is my pav. Ugh. Mistress Lily, wakey wakey, coax the truly familiar voice of the being hovering over my once peaceful sleeping body. Remember, you're having tea with Majesty today. You must prepare. Must I get up soon? It's too early. I can barely see the sunshine. I quietly groaned, covering my head with my soft pillow. I'm sure we'll have plenty of time to prepare. The voice chuckled lightly, and the sound of curtains being drawn open could be heard. That's because the curtains were closed, Lily. The voice laughed some more. It's already 8:30, you lazy twit. My head snapped up at the word lazy twit. Excuse me for staying up late, finishing important documents, author. I deserve my sleep, and don't call me twit. Arthur only laughed some more, whilst I climbed out of the bed and sipped on my morning milk tea and nibbled on my delicious breakfast. As soon as I completed my breakfast, Feliciana, my personal maid, came running in, smiling. Miss Lily, I picked out a nice dress for you today, considering that meeting you get some important people later, she explained, literally shoving the OC dress on me while Arthur slightly left the room. It looks wonderful on you, my lady. Oh, turn around and let me put on your corset. I followed her orders and recently readied myself for a painful experience. Felicia carefully fitted the hoard around my waist and pulled on the lace, gently chafing my torso. But the terrible pain that had anticipated never came. Feliciana, aren't you? She interrupted me. Hush now, mistress. I don't really think you need a corset, but I put it on just in case anyone noticed. And I never like hurting you. It's horrible. And this is why I had chosen Felicia as my personal maid. She was kind and treated me as a sister would. I smiled, thanking her before turning around again for her to button up the dress. And done, my maid said, dusting my shoulders off. I'll see you later, my lady. I've got business to attend, like helping in the kitchen. With that, she scurried away, especially towards the kitchen. I don't know how to say that. author returned right after looking me up and down. You're looking very presentable today, Lily, and it's a very useful thing for your hair to be so naturally tamed in the morning. He grinned, offering his hand. Come on, let's go to your study. Touching the back of my neck with one hand, I gladly took my butler's hand with the other and followed him down the hallway towards a wide door which led to my study. Another day began. Oh, a mysterious person. I don't trust mysterious persons because most mysterious people are like bad guys, and I read the story, and the most stories I hate on Quoted and Wattpad is that when brothers and sisters rival each other and start hurting each other. I like stories when they're nice to each other. That's it. Mystery person's point of view. I watched as she hurried down the hallway with that wrench butler of hers. Sickening me, she does. Sickens me, she does. How can she keep that mask of hers on for so long? After I took away her family, left her doing everything, running the business, household servants? How? I just want to control her like my very own Lily doll, but she's turned into a tough puzzle to play with. I sighed, shaking my head. Oh well, I'll keep working toward my goal, and I'll get there soon. I will, and no one shall be in my way of doing so, because I want to. It's messed up. Oh well, there's a video. I don't like these videos. Let me just... I'm going to read one more chapter and that's it, I guess. Chapter 2. The Letters from Her Majesty. CL sat at his desk, head propped on top of his fist, going through documents about the progress of his company's factories internally. They were making positive supplies, profits, and approvals just as usual. He let out a small and quiet sigh. Is anything the matter, my lord? Asked Sebastian, turning his head towards the phantom hut while dusting some bookshelves. Would you like something sweet to eat? CL silently nodded his head, not lifting his eye from the paperwork of which was sprawled out before him. The butler eyed the young boy for a moment, before leaving the room, shortly returning with a tray of tea and biscuits. Shortbread biscuits dusted into finest sugar, and some tea of my own mix for you, young master. Sebastian smirked at the mention of the tea. I specifically created the tea to fit your own taste. CL lifted his head up. A bored fixed upon his butler's smiling face. Very well, bring it here. Sebastian quietly placed the tray beside his master's paperwork, pouring the tea into the china cup. CL hooked his fingers around the handle of the teacup, lifting it from the saucer, making a small clinking sound. Before bringing it to his lips, he sipped. Sebastian smiled once again before returning to his business of dusting the studies. A loud knock could be heard from the other side of the study door. Come in, replied CL, staring at the door, rather annoyed. Sebastian strolled towards the master desk and looked at the port expectantly. Mayrin stumbled, holding what seemed to be a letter in her hand. She hurried went to place it on CL's table, but unfortunately it seemed to have somehow tripped. But I think the author meant tripped. I think. However, Sebastian had caught her whistle. She fell, holding Mayrin in the uncomfortable position. The three stayed there for a moment, awkwardness seeping into the atmosphere. Wait. Sebastian, I'm so terribly sorry. Pushing herself out, the butler, bowing profusely, face pink from embarrassment. Here's the letter, my lord. Mayrin placed the letter on the table before quickly bowing once again, leaving it as fast as possible. The butler and master both looked at the door, which Mayrin had just left from, waiting for a few seconds. There was a sound of further distraction. Bard yelling to get the flame throwing in sight, and Bard yelling to get the flamethrower and a slight ho ho from Tanaka. CL sighed once again. He got the letter and ripped open the red seal, pulling out a neatly folded piece of paper with the Queen's handwriting in it. My dear little guard dog, I would like to present a new case for you to take on and resolve as I know. I haven't given you one in a while. A majority of the Jewel family from the famous jewelry company Blood Jewels have disappeared out of sight not too long ago, and there has been no found traces of clues by Scotland Yard, but certainly have faith in you and I. Mr. and Mrs. Jules have been gone missing on the I don't know. I'm just gonna say on the XX, shortly followed by the disappearance of their youngest daughter, Diamond. Also, that's my little sister. That's messed up, man. They could have got kidnapped. The day after, their eldest daughter, Lady Lily, has been taking over the business ever since, and has always taken an interest in investigating herself. After coming in her acquaintance a few times, I've grown a liking towards her, and I have named her my Lynx. Much like the animal, she is cunning and a powerful attacker when the time comes. With this piece of information, I would like to ask you if you would please investigate with my Lynx and discover the truth behind its disappearance. Yours truly, Victoria. I like her name, Victoria. CL skimmed over the letter a second time. Her Majesty wanted him to work with this Lily Jewel? Surely he could solve it himself. He didn't need an extra helper. And a frown etched itself on his face. What is this case of which Her Majesty wants you to take on this time, my lord? Sebastian questioned lightly, looking at the letter in CL's hand. You certainly don't look very happy about it. CL brutally offered the letter to his butler. Sebastian took the letter and read it with a few seconds. Lady Lily? Oh yes, I do remember researching a little about her, mumbled Sebastian. She's become quite the formidable young lady since her family's disappearing. Reminds me of you, young master. Theo snapped his head up to look at Sebastian sternly. Arrange for me to meet Lady Lily as soon as possible, Sebastian. Preferably tomorrow, demanded CL. I need to speak to her. Sebastian placed his right hand on his heart. Bowed slightly. Yes, my lord. Yeah. This is in London or England in the anime. The carriage came to a halt before the magnificent Jewel household. Arthur hopped off the driver's bench and opened the door to the carriage, holding his hand out. My lady. Lily placed her hand on top of his carefully, stepping out of the carriage, whistled, holding her skirts up slightly, and landed onto the graveled ground. Thank you, Arthur. No problem, my lady. Together they walked past the tall iron gates, the front garden, towards the doors of the mansion. Feliciana stood waiting there, grinning. Welcome back, Lily. How was your meeting with Her Highness? Very well, thank you. Lily replied, though I must arrange to meet up with Lord Phantomhive as one of her requests. The Lord Phantomhive, giggled Feliciana. Oh, I heard he's hard to get along with. Lily shrugged slightly, following Arthur as he walked in. Feliciana retreated to her work as Arthur led Lily towards her study room. Shall I make arrangements for the meeting with Lord Phantomhive, my lady? Asked Arthur, smiling and petting Lily's head. I'll make it for tomorrow since you have no plans then. Lily simply nodded, looking at a framed photograph of her family as she sat down. Arthur looked at her worried before making his way to the next room with the telephone. As he picked up the phone and dialed the numbers, the phone started ringing itself. Hello, butler of the Jewel Manor. Arthur Kirkland speaking. Good evening, butler of the Phantom household. Sebastian Michel's here. I would like to ask if we could arrange a meeting between my master, Lord Phantom, and your mistress, Lady Lily, spoke a man on the other side. This is quite a convention. I was just about to call to ask the same thing. What would tomorrow morning 9 o'clock do? I shall bring Lady Lily Lady Lily. Wait, or is it Lady Jewel? No, to the Phantom Manor myself. Oh yes, indeed. Tomorrow my master's schedule is cleared. I'm looking forward to serving Lady Lily. She will be anticipating the meeting. Thank you. We shall see you and Lord Phantom tomorrow. Arthur put the phone down. Now that was settled. Now that was settled, he would go to tend to Lily's needs once again. He returned to the study to tell Lily of the arrangements. Lily wasn't sitting at her desk when he arrived. Rather, she was standing searching for a book. Lady Lily? Arthur said curiously. Oh, hello, Arthur. What are the arrangements? Arthur paused before speaking again. You will meet Lord C.L. Phantom tomorrow 9 o'clock in the morning. We are to go visit his mansion. Well, I guess I should go to sleep a little early to ensure I wake up at the right time with a little more than usual. That sounds like a good idea, my lady, chuckled Arthur. And so you need to finish all your work fast then. Lily immediately started on her paperwork, scribbling and signing away in her signature. Favorite color ink? Well, probably red. No, probably pink or purple. I don't know. Arthur only shook his head, looking at his mistress working her. I'll call you down later to dinner, young mistress. Okay, Arthur, thank you. Of course, my lady. Arthur left the room. Lily looked up from her work as soon as Arthur had left. On her desk sat a picture of a man and woman, both noble in address and stature. Two young girls standing between them, smiling. Lily stroked the frame of the picture. Don't worry, mother, father, little sister. I'll find you all, no matter what. She whispered, her voice cracked. Tears starting to roll down her cheeks uncontrollably, yet she kept quiet so no one could hear her. And meeting Lord Phantom would open their first stories to the discovery of her loved ones. Well, that's about it. I guess next we're gonna do chapter 4 and 5. Bye, guys.